Okay, so we are starting, but there are too few people in the stream. You need to watch the stream, that's where the things will happen. Okay. Wait. Yeah, that's what happens when you copy paste things. I need to update this. And this is part 2. Today we will talk about past perfect tense and also used to and would, which is möchte and ardı. Can you hear me now? Or is there anyone else who can't hear me? Wait. Okay, great. We are ready to go. So today we'll talk about möchte tense first. No, Sarah, this is not advanced. This is only intermediate. There are a lot of other things that you need to know. Like, you don't even know how to say if clauses. How to say if I am there. We didn't do that. So, but it will come in the future lessons. We will also talk about if clauses and other more advanced tenses, like I should have done, I could have done, or I might have done kind of tenses. We'll also cover a lot of them. Okay, so we are starting. Today we'll talk about advanced tenses part 2, which is möchte and ardı suffix. First we will take a look at möchte, then we will do the usual more colloquial notes in the Lies of Turkish title and some small exercises, but it will not be too long now because there will be also a lesson on Monday. I will try to do exercises on Monday. This lesson will be more about the grammar explanation, but you can still do some quick written exercises. Then if you have questions about this one, I can answer them, and then our lesson will end in 1 hour. This only makes it more short to memorize. It is the, mış, ar, iyor, and acak. The uppercase letters mean they are subject to vowel harmony. Mış can be miş, or mush, or mush. But now, the advanced tenses. How do we do advanced tenses? So, this drawing is from last week. We did this combination, acaktı and iyordu, which means acaktı, I was going to do something, yapacaktım, but for some reason I didn't. And yapıyordum, I was doing something, but for some reason I didn't do it. Or when something happened, I was doing something. And now we will do the rest. Yapardı and yapmıştı. We will combine these other two with the. As you notice, we only combine all of the four, the rest of them with the. Like you can't do other combinations. You can't combine with iyor and ar. It is not possible. It's only adding the to other four tenses. And you will also see this, like we did moods, when should, for example. I should come, gelmeliyim, ben gelmeliyim. You can also add the to moods, and it becomes gelmeliydim, which becomes I should have come. It gives an past meaning. Or I could do something, or I could come. Gelebilirim. I could have come. Gelebilirdim. What I am showing right now is, even for moods, we are using the. Gelmeliyim, gelmeliydim. Gelebilirim, gelebilirdim. So it's always the. There are also other combinations with mış, but I'm not going to talk about that for now. No need to confuse you. For now, all you need to know, you include the into other tenses and you make advanced combined tenses from them. So now let's talk about mıştı. So mıştı is basically past perfect tense, or it is also called pluperfect. When an action is completed but happens prior to another action in the past, like when it is specified. In English it is like he had gone, I had done, or you have done, so you had done. So let's have some timeline. What is what? Our normal past, simple past is the. So for example, wait. Ben geldim. This is normal, simple past. It belongs here. Ben geldim. But when I say ben gelmiştim, it will belong here because it happened something else before something else in the past. This is usually followed by something else. Ben gelmiştim. When did I come? For example, çocuklar uyuduğu zaman ya da ben geldiğim zaman çocuklar uyumuştu. Ben geldiğim zaman çocuklar uyumuştu. That means the kids have slept. It belongs here. And I came here. So this last part of the sentence is always older than the first part. Ben geldim. Let's say that ben geldim and that happened at 10 p.m. When did the kids sleep? They slept before that. Çocuklar uyudu. Maybe they slept at 9 p.m. So when you combine these two, in both of them they are basic tense, past tenses. Çocuklar uyudu, ben geldim. Ben geldiğim zaman çocuklar uyudu. It shows the relation between two events in the past. Both of them are in the past, but it shows which one happens first. The one with mıştı is always the first event. It always happens prior to the other one. If no one has any questions, if there's nothing else, I will move to the other one. Ardı. That one is a bit more complicated because it has two uses, like two meanings. In English, they are like used to and would. I know that they are not even related in English, but in Turkish we use the same conjugation for these two expressions. So let's talk about used to. I don't think I need to explain what used to means, like when you used to do things but you don't do them anymore in the present. You used to do like for a time in the past, but you stopped doing it. So for used to, we say ardı. Ben çocukken. And this time, a very useful ending is can. Technically, these endings are different subjects. People Like, there are different lessons on these endings, but I think it is better to integrate them into our examples instead of separating them from their context. When you remember can with ardı, it will be better. But of course, this is not the only use of can. It also means with yordu with from the previous week. So ben çocukken arkadaşlarımla, this is technically ile, but I will say la because that feels more natural, more common. Arkadaşlarımla oyun oynardım. Ben çocukken arkadaşlarımla oyun oynardım. That means, or maybe I can let you do this, because I was going to do it myself since I haven't explained, but it means used to. It's pretty obvious, so you can guess. So I played games. Maybe in English you can use simple past tense, but yeah. It's more like I used to play. Good job on using spoilers, Cactus. So, yes, that's the translation, that's the meaning. When can here is our when. When I was a child, ben çocukken, I used to play with my friends. So, used to play. Oynardım. I used to play oynardım, and this ardı ending is our used to. Yes, Domates, yes. Can is very useful. You can say it for other examples. Öğrenciyken, evdeyken. You can also say it for yordu from last week. Like, ben film izlerken kardeşim oyun oynuyordu. It is a when, but sometimes it's like while, like a progressive action. You are not still ready to use and learn about can yet. It is a bit more advanced subject, but you can try inserting it into your sentences. You can try using it. So maybe you can have an idea until you get there. Oh, Mishkan, wow. Wait, I will add it to here. Mishkan. Okay. That depends on which context you are talking about, Meli. In that context, there's a progressive meaning. So diği zaman is only one time event, like something happens and ends. But çocukken, like during the period of me being a child, like maybe 5 years, it's progressive. So can, even in this sentence, can is a progressive, can combines progressive events. When I say progressive, I mean things that happen over time, like not one time thing. So progressive, and the zaman is one time thing. Usually, sometimes they overlap each other and they are used interchangeably, but this is the most general difference. Okay, and I want to do one more example with used to. And please use spoilers. At the beginning of the lesson, I said no need spoilers for these ones, but I changed my mind. So please stick to spoilers with these as well. And let me give you one more example about used to. This time I will try to use a different vocabulary with something else that is useful that you should know. Ben eskiden, this is only an example, it's not personal. Sigara içerdim. Ben eskiden sigara içerdim. It looks simple. It is only 4 words, but the grammar is advanced. Let me check the answers. Evet, sigara içmeyin. Sigara sağlığa zararlı. Do not smoke, it is harmful to your health. This is only an example. And all of your answers are correct. So let's talk about eskiden. So as you know, eski has 2 meanings. When you talk about objects, it means old as in object, like old car, eski araba. Wait, it is actually old, but eski versus yaşlı. And when you talk about people like old man, you say yaşlı adam. In Turkish, there's a difference, eski yaşlı. So now, referring to this as a reference, eskiden is like in the old times. So in the old times, in the past, I used to smoke. In the old times, I used to smoke. Or in the old days, yeah. So eskiden is pretty useful for now for you to use. Eskiden sigara içerdim. Biz eskiden sunucuda film izlerdik. This is also an example. And what is that? What does it mean? Biz eskiden sunucuda film izlerdik. Yes, Pink Trousers, really, there were movie nights. Film geceleri yapıyorduk. Like we watched Turkish comedy movies, dramas. It was fun. Sometimes we also watched horror movies. Why don't we do that anymore? Because streaming movies is a hassle. You need a fast connection, and we can't always find people available for that. Okay. Lack of participation and difficulty of like technical difficulty. So we can't do that anymore. I mean, my internet was not always fast enough to stream them. But the person who used to stream, who is also in the channel right now, is not available to do it anymore. Maybe if you nag him, he can do it again. And back to our lesson. Back to the topic. Biz eskiden sunucuda film izlerdik. So, in the old days, in the past, whatever you want to translate that part, we used to watch movies in the server. In the server, by the way, Megan, I saw that you translated it in this server, which is technically correct. But in eskiden, if I say bu sunucu, I need to include this. So like bu sunucuda. Okay, anyway. And the timeline again, but not mıştı this time. And this goes a bit back. And this is, I will draw something. This event, this progressive area, this part is ardı. That it belongs here. So this is mıştı again. And it's ardı here. Ardı. Like it used to happen. It happened for a while in the past, but it stopped. And in the present, it doesn't happen anymore. And that's the difference, Mil, again. This is mıştı, one-time thing, like one point in the past. But ardı is a long period. It's a long duration. Kendinize iyi bakın. Take care of yourself. Haftaya görüşürüz. See you next week.